I think every time we head out on a tour, the pressure to bring something new to the table, something exciting, that we've never done before, is always there. But I think because of our fans, they allow us to add those things and do those things that typically some bands won't be able to do, which is really cool. We can build a stage that's 144 feet long across an arena and be in the round, so that the farthest person away is only going to be about 60 feet away. So it makes it so much easier for us to be able to connect with them. It's going to be so much, even though it's going to be in a big arena, it's going to be very, very personal to every single person in the entire place.
For this tour in particular, I think that because we've been shooting a TV show for Disney Channel for the past couple months, we're so excited to get out there and play shows for our fans. We've done little one-off gigs here and there over the weekends, but this will be the first tour since our tour last summer, and we're so excited and we can't wait to see all our fans again.
I don't think there'll be any 3D element other than us being in 3D. Yeah, but for us right now, we just are ready to get back on the road. We can't wait to actually be there and do it. We just played a show in Puerto Rico and this past weekend, and it was phenomenal. It's such a good time to be playing again, and so for us to be gearing up, getting ready to go into rehearsals to really start this whole process, we're really excited.
You really watch yourself when you're on stage watching the performances. You watch how much you're running around on stage, and you're critiquing yourself here and there.
Some of the movements that you would never even think about when you're on stage, you watch back and you're like, wow, this is so fun. I can't believe I actually do that.
Yeah.
And it's helpful, and it's also kind of funny to see. And we've always said we wish we could see one of our concerts from the front row. Mm-hmm. I feel like that movie really helped us get a good picture of what that was like.
They're so in the early stages right now of which covers we're going to do that. Mm-hmm. If we told you, it might change, so we're not even sure. But there's some cool ideas that we love so many different kinds of music, so you don't know what to expect.
Yeah, we like to kind of mix it up, instead of doing something that might be just a typical cover for somebody. Last year we did Shania Twain's song, so we kind of try to make it interesting and do something that maybe you wouldn't expect from us.
I Want You Back with the Jackson 5 was a big one. We've always said we would do something like that. We've never done it before, but it was one of those.
I think a lot of that kind of music, Jackson 5, the Osmonds was a big one for me, One Bad Apple. That's kind of the stuff that I really got into at first, and then obviously Stevie Wonder was a big one for me. And we were never afraid of pop music. We're big fans of the artists and the production behind it. For every great song, there's a great producer who's working in the studio to make it great. And we all think Max Martin's great. And
we're almost done, actually. We have, I'd say, 3 or 4 more tracks just to record. I mean, we might have them written, but we kind of write and then just write how we're feeling, and then record them all and then pick our favorites. Mm-hmm. And so we've been recording now for, I'd say, the past few months, and we've been busy with the television show, so it's kind of harder to get into the studio. But now that the television show is complete, we're able to get into the recording studio a lot more, which is nice.
We're releasing this one in June, and so the fact that this one is actually coming out, we've released an album for the past 3 years, every August, and this will be the 4th in June now. For us, especially in this new record, we've taken definitely a step in a new direction. Added a lot of horns. It's definitely getting a little more funky, and it's fun. We're playing things and writing songs that we wouldn't have made a record in the past. And we had songs that we wrote for the last record that didn't make it, but now fit so perfectly into the whole scheme of things that are happening now. And so the journey has really taken us to this new place, and we're really excited for everyone to hear it.
I think the balance for us is just about being able to, really seize the moments. The moments that we got to play with Stevie Wonder on the Grammys was a big one for us. And then still being able to kind of service the younger audience too, and do things like Disney Channel show that we're doing, and make sure that we have an even balance of both, because we love all of our fans, and it's a big spectrum of ages, and it's kind of cool to see that you can have someone, our brother's age, 8 years old, at a show up to their parents who are 25, 26 years old, and it's interesting mix, but it makes for a great fun show.
I think for us, we write what's on our hearts. We don't specify, we don't judge a song by what we think it might be. There's some songs that come out a certain way and you realize that an older audience might like it, or some things like that. But really, we love what we do when we write the songs, because we feel like we're giving a piece of ourselves in each song. And no matter what it sounds like or what it feels, if we love it and we are happy with it, we hope that everyone else does too.
Yeah, we just finished a television show actually about a couple of weeks ago, I think maybe a week ago, and the television show is it's for Disney Channel. It's really a lot like who we are. We're three brothers in a band, and I think the only differences are that we're still in school. We're trying to make it and live with everyday things that come our way, whether it be relationships or going to school or just doing chores around the house. It's a really well-written, funny show.
There'll be a soundtrack for the TV show. We wrote probably 8 or 9 songs for the soundtrack itself. And it was an interesting process because for the first time we had been given assignments, things that we had to write about for the episodes.
Yeah.
And as opposed to, where we will usually just kind of go through something in our lives personally and then write about it in a song. This was kind of written for us, and we just had to make the music and the lyrics go along with it. It was fun, and it was a challenge for us as songwriters.
Yeah.
We hadn't seen it, but to be on an episode of South Park is kind of an honor. I know a lot of people say, that's the moment. You got to look at that and be thankful.
Nick was also referenced in Family Guy this past week. That was another one that we were like, that's incredible.
That was awesome. I saw it on TV last night for the first time, and it was really funny. So
good.
I was honored.